Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another stream, hopefully with better audio levels than last time. I shall have to wait for someone else to confirm that fact. Music might be a bit too quiet. It's hard to strike a good balance. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. All right. Well, with all that being as it is, let's get cracking, shall we? Gotta hit a few buttons. Here we go. Okay, so to open things up, we're going to be doing some deck building. Specifically, we're trying to make a Prav deck. And I want to start by thinking about Prav and the kinds of cards we're going to want to put into Prav. So let's start by just looking at what we actually have available to us in faction. And then we'll start thinking about out of faction cards, and then we'll go assemble the deck. Okay, so let's just do a quick evaluation of the 44 in faction cards we have. The goal for the deck is going to be to basically try and win honestly off of tags, rather than going for a kill shot with end of the line or similar, and to really build up this kind of fast advance engine where you kind of convert your tags and your counters into the win. So for that, Amaze gives tags, but otherwise it's not that great. Balance coverage is good. Econ. Backroom Machinations is probably just not good enough. It is an agenda point for us, but people clear tags because they're scared of end of the line. So getting tags to stick can be quite hard. Behold and Checkish Scion and Drago are all ways we can get tags going efficiently, though. And Freedom of Information is going to be our main tag punishment. We're definitely going to have a full playset of those in the deck to give us those free scores. Funhouse is unconditional tags, and it's really, really great if you can get it in front of a Starlit Knight, which we'll talk about when it comes up. Gaslight we're probably not going to need. It's really useful when you're building a kill deck because you can use it to chew to your end of the line when you need it, but we're not. We could use it as an additional draw for Shipment from Vladisbursk for punishment. Maybe it's worth considering from that angle. License acquisition. Anything that's got a 3 is kind of okay because it becomes a 2 when you put it in a Sansan for our fast advances. But we're going to need a lot of money to make that happen. Messenger Chesvo is a great place to just leave your counters. You kind of get consistent value out of this using the faction ability, the identity ability. Oppo Research, that's going to be our best and most reliable way to stick tags to a person. Especially in a world where people are very reluctant to let you stick tags to them. It's almost certainly going to be our best option there. Oracle Think Tank is good because it's a 2-1 in a Sansan, and as tag punishment we can rip it off them. Beale is 2-2 in a Sansan, so excellent from that perspective. I would love to make Psychographics work, but people are too scared of tags. I feel like Psychographics could be a great card in a world where end of the line doesn't exist. Post Dividend is fast advanceable without a Sansan, so almost certainly going into the deck. Let's see. Sansan and Shipment from Vladisbursk are going to be really important. Reversed Counts is going to be a nice little trick we can advance. And then use for punishment. But honestly, I'd rather have a Ubiquitous Vig and be making money if we're going to be dumping advancements into an asset that we don't plan on converting into scoring. Yeah, that's probably the correct approach there. Starlit Knight, as I mentioned before, is incredible tag punishment, especially when you can stick it behind a Funhouse and guarantee that they have a tag going into it, or that you've burned off their no free lunch. And Vladislavsk, I mentioned, is another way we're going to be able to get tags connecting. Okay, so I think let's actually go into the deck builder and start building. Startup. Prav Consulting. Okay. Let's go and start putting in the important stuff. So, let's start with our agenda suite. It's always a good place to start, and make sure that we're building for startup. Okay, so here's all of our agenda options. Let's start with 3 of Freedom of Information, 3 of Oracle Think Tank, 3 of Post-Truth Dividend, 3 of Project Beale, 1 tomorrow's headline, and that gives us a full agenda suite. Now we could consider putting some orbital superiorities in here, but it's not fast advanceable, and it never becomes fast advanceable, so it's probably not worth it. Okay. Next up, with our agenda suite built, let's start thinking about our main sources of tags. So for this, let's just turn on everything, and let's search for the word tag. So here's all the cards that interact with tags. So Amaze is not actually that amazing, because it trashes for 3, and they'll suffer it once and then get rid of it. BE1001 is great, but it only kind of works once, and then they're going to go clear it unless you've got it behind ice, but you probably don't want to put it behind ice. It just kind of, you're wasting a remote there. Behold is a reliable way to tag people. Checker Scion is a reliable way to tag people. Distributed tracing is a play, but I don't know that it's a good one. Drago is definitely a play. Funhails we're going to want. It is really, really reliable tagging. Opera Research is reliable tagging. We'll turn off agendas because we've sorted our agenda spread already. Ping, Predictive Planogram. We'll miss the psychographics. Public Trail does let us instant speed tag and tax the runner's economy, which is going to be important. Let's start with it in, but we might cut it. Shipment from Vladislavsk is important to us. Starlit Night is important to us. Unsmiling Tsarevna basically... it gives tags if you give the runner money, but we don't want to give them runner money. We want to keep the runner poor. You're just handing them the money to clear the tag. Not huge on this. Vasilisa. It gives us more advancements, which we're going to be hungry for. Let's put it in for now. We'll probably cut it. And Virtual Service Agent, it's AI hate, and you don't see that much Matryoshka play. This is probably better in standard, where you have Almakua to contend with, but it does work against it does work against boat, so that's something to consider. We'll cut it if we need to. Okay, now we've looked at tags. Let's look at advanceable ice and such. So this is anything that deals with advancements. So we've already got the Checker Scions. Clearinghouse, not too interesting. We still have all of our influence to spend, so ice is probably where we're going to want to spend it, because we really want to lock down our centrals. Hortum is nice as a bit of AI and boat hate. Let's start with a playset of it. Mesnichesvo, Ice Wall. We're going to need the Sansan for a backup strategy, basically. Sun is there. In an ideal world, we want to score 3 freedoms information and a post-truth dividend. But we need a way to score everything else fast. And so building a scoring remote and putting a Sun in it is the backup strategy. Vladisbrisk is also a region, and it kind of synergizes with us. Sansan's the backup, Vladisbrisk is the main thing, so we'll put Vladisbrisk in. Trick of the Light is interesting because it gets our agenda, it gets advancements off of ice to let us fast advance, so we probably want that. Ubiquitous Vig is going to be an important economy engine for us. We could play traps, but I don't know that I like traps for this deck. I think this gives us a good initial setup. Okay, so we're at 70 cards. We need to get down to 49. So we need to cut 21 cards from the deck, which means cutting 7 full playsets. Okay, let's think through what we care about and what we don't really care about. I think all of our assets are solid and we care about them. I think Trick of the Light, we can't run all of these anyway if we want to have all of this ice, so we can easily cut one of them. Pharos is another good example, good possibility for advanceable ice, worth considering. Okay. We don't want all 3 Sansons. They're our backup strategy. Vladisbrisk is our main strategy, so let's cut to 1 Sanson. Okay. So we're down to 18 cards that need removing. It's got to be some ice. We've got too much of it. I think the VSAs are not the angle we want to be taking. Okay. So now we are 15 cards to cut. Okay. We probably don't need the planogram. We don't have much money in the deck, though. It's worth considering. Planogram is a good source of money. In fact, what money do we have in the deck right now, other than the... We don't even have hedge funds. Okay, yeah, we need more money in this deck. We also need spin doctors. Okay, we're back up to 70 cards. Back to cutting mode. So once again, we need to find 21 cards to cut. I guess Vig was our money, but we need more than just Vig. Public Trail is instant speed tags, but it's just not as good as Drago. And we have Drago in the deck. I think we cut Public Trail. Okay. So that gives us 18 cards left to cut. Which is 6 playsets. On the ice front, I feel like too much Hortum, not enough Pharos. Hortum is great if they're running AI. It can protect it can protect a couple of our centrals really well. But I think we would like to have a Pharos in the deck, which gives us 1 available. Let's cut an Ice Wall. Let's add in another Hortum. Okay. 66 cards. Pharos is just like really, really good to lock people out with, but it's expensive to make work, so we don't want too many of them. Ping, honestly, is maybe not long for this world. Ping kind of, you get 1 use out of it. It's a good early game gear check, and then it doesn't do anything. Basilica might be in a similar place. It might be the case that Prav itself gives us enough advancement counters that we feel the Basilica is wasted. I think that's quite likely. Let's cut the Basilica. There's still a lot of ice in the deck. Okay, 63. We need to get down to 49. So we are on cut quest for 14 cards to cut. Behold isn't advanceable. We'd rather people run into a Chekist Scion 10 times out of 10. Behold also costs us money to fire. But it is nasty to run into. Oh, yeah, Hortum doesn't stop bow. I'm thinking of the other thing. The thing that is like, if this was not broken by a decoder, this thing. No. MBN ice. What am I thinking of? Virtual service agent. Yeah, I think Horton's too situational. Let's cut the Horton. Gives us 4. Let's bring back in those. Okay, we're still on 63, but okay, 14 cards to cut. 14 cards to cut. Yeah, ping feels bad because it's not free like in R+. Honestly, you've convinced me. Let's get rid of ping. Okay, still got plenty of ice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay, we still have enough ice. Is that true? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're still fine with this. We got 14 ice. Okay. What are we cutting now? 11? Okay. What do I not believe in? The Behold is really the thing I'm not sure if I believe in. But I love it. We'll put 2 in. And you know what? Similarly, let's drop to 2 Checker Sign. That cuts 2 cards. Okay, 58. We now need to cut 9. Yeah, 14 ice. I think this is a good amount of ice. And they're all for centrals as well, because other than maybe the backup strategy of putting a San behind something, and that's very much the like tech backup against checks everything and has the tempo and resources to do that, even risking the Checkers and the Beholds. I think we should be fine. Okay. I think we could try without the planograms and see how far we get with just hedge fund and ubiquitous. It's tricky. Having 13 agendas, it feels bad as well. But they are weak agendas, so access to win probably doesn't change that much. I mean, we can check actually. Let's go look at Metropole Grid's spreadsheet. I should really just have this spreadsheet on hand somewhere. Search for agenda. Okay. This thing. Okay, so what are we on here? We are on no 3-pointers. And then we are on 3, 4 2-pointers, 5, 6, hold on, 6, 7 2-pointers. Yeah, so we are on 49 deck, no 3-pointers. 7 2-pointers. Yeah, we are, and then 6 1-pointers. We are efficient 17 access. No, changing our density isn't going to affect that. It just means we're going to FUD a little bit more often, but that's what spin doctors are for. Okay. 9 cards to cut. Is any of this ice so expensive that we're never going to afford to res multiple? Nah, they're all within range. Do we give up on the backup Sun Dream? Maybe. Do we want more reliable economy than some of this stuff? Probably not. See, this is where the game gets really hard because I don't know what to cut here. Probably just a little bit in multiple places. Like, we probably only need 2 planograms. So now we're 8 to cut. Oppo is a dead card in a lot of situations with 7 to cut. Shipment is a dead card if we don't have tags with 6 to cut. Yeah, Sansan is the backup strategy for if freedom of information. For if they just are checking everything. I guess we just build a remote on top of a Vladislav in that situation. Yeah, okay, you've convinced me. We give up on the Sansan. Okay. We are 5 cards to cut. 5 cards to cut. Five cards to cut. Do we give up on the Behold Dream? If we do, I'm putting in a third checker sign, so it only cuts 1. Yes. I think we give up on the Behold Dream because we'd just rather use Checklist and we can't afford to pay for Behold that often. Okay. 4 cards to cut. 4 cards to cut. Yeah, we're probably not paying for all of this ice. I mean... my worry about the Vlads is that they're cheap, they're 4 to trash, which is not that much. And so a runner could just aggressively trash them, and then we have no good fast advance engine other than the shipment. Plus, we really want to see a Vlad early, because it's the ideal target for our ability. But it definitely might be cut a Vlad, and then just cut the rest of the planograms? We can't afford that. We need money. Cut a Drago. No, Drago is really strong. We're leaving Drago in. If we cut some... Okay, we cut a Checklist. We cut a Vlad. We need one more cut. One more card. It's Starlit Night. That doesn't... I don't like that. We don't have enough... 12 ice. Yeah, we have Trick of the Light Fair, fast advance support. This is true. I really don't like cutting the third Starlit Night. Let's take this and see how it does. If we don't have enough ice, then... What did I name this in the thumbnail? Prov tags. And then it's GURPS 2312. Okay. Prov tags. Start up. Yeah, well, the funhouse is there because it's really, really good to put in front of a Starlit Night, mostly. It's not there to be good in its own right. We want to play Corpse Side. Start up. Okay, let's get some games going. See how this deck behaves in the wild. How's the audio balance today, by the way, Lander? Are we better on this? Music too quiet? Music still too loud? Comfortable levels? How are we feeling about it? We have opposition. Okay. Well, that's not the opening hand we want to see. That is, however... So do we want to start with asset spam, or do we want to start with a more traditional opening here? I think... It's Ari. Okay, I think we... Let's... Part of me wants to just slam and score the post-truth, but we'll have too many cards. Do we just open asset spam? We don't have any traps to defend the open asset spam. Okay, you know what I think this is? I think this is we put Pharos on R&D, so it's down early and we can start working towards it. We put... Okay, JNet sounds are way too loud for me. I'm going to assume they are for stream as well and turn them down. Okay. And then... There we go. Nice, straightforward, double ice install. Okay. Okay, music. We could bump the music a little bit then, but not too much. Okay. You know what? If you're gonna put a Sarsi on it, I'm just not gonna res it. I don't feel like keeping you away from a 1-point agenda is worth it. And you didn't even hit the Drago, you hit the predictive, so we're feeling even safer. Maybe it was worth resing to deny, but without a Pharos... Or maybe I should have advanced it instead of the Pharos, so that if they run back, we can deny with an advancement. But getting the Pharos to start being worth something early, I think, is worth quite a lot. Okay, and they can trash the Spin Doctor, that's fine. Okay, there's the hedge fund that I'm very happy to see. I would have preferred to see more ice. They didn't trash Spin Doctor, so they're respecting the Oppo research play, which is good. Let's see what we draw. There's the Oppo. Okay, I think we hedge fund. Let's see how they respond to a new remote. If they're running everything, then we need to get some ice down to put a Drago behind it, because I would rather get value out of the Drago. With 2 in hand, we definitely just let them through Messney one more time and advance the Messney. Into the Depths is maybe worth denying, though. And we have the money now. It is Arisana, so it could get slap vandaled. I will ask Action just to see if they want to install anything on it before I res it. If they have a Hush in hand, this might bait them into installing the Hush. No action. I will res it and see what they do. I'm expecting... No slap vandal. Okay, nice. In that case, Messney takes away the Sarsi value, and we feel good about that. Okay. We'll start our turn. Okay, I'm going to just draw 3 cards. We really need to find some ice here. Okay, there we go. Let's throw ice on a new remote. And we will throw... We'll gain a credit. And then we will cycle some of these strong agendas out so we can spin them away. Because I don't feel like our draws have been good enough to facilitate scoring yet. World Tree. That is not something I see very often. Yes, it's tutoring. Okay, we have to spin out, which is fine. We are fully prepared to spin out, and that gives us a successful run that we can use to advance something, probably this Messney. They trash Saucy with World Tree to go and grab a different program. Let's see what program they grab. Probably a breaker of some kind? No, to move Saucy. Okay, in that case, we'll advance that Mesnishesvo so that it guaranteed takes value off the Saucy. And now I think we hedge fund. We throw that in there. Do we advance it once? They can't get in without drawing something good. And being able to get in using a Slap Vandal or some other breaker. They could World Tree for a breaker. Instant speed tagging is good here, but we don't have any tag punishment. I think we just draw a card. Okay, we now have some tag upside. It's not really punishment. I don't know. We'll see how we feel about that. Okay. Can always start throwing resources on the Vig as well here if we don't care too much about our tag punishment. Draco isn't tempo positive like in R+, so it honestly might not be worth it in the deck. I don't feel great about having either of these right now. I will advance the Drago to invite the run. Okay, we got a decoder down. I maybe should have thrown it on Messney, but that's fine. Okay. Or Vig to get drip economy going. I think now we have 2 Vigs. I feel a lot better about putting down 2 of them. We're also leaving things unchecked now, so maybe I just risk tabling one of these. I should have drawn first, but I'll draw a card. Okay, nice. That is the ice we want to see. That ice is going to go on HQ more than likely. They get 1 access off of running with Hyperbaric here, but they're going to have to pump the Hyperbaric quite aggressively. Okay, we run the Veg. This is, do you want to lose 4 credits for nothing? We will put the money on... they got boat down. Let's charge this Messney. Let's get all of our stuff charging up. They're not going to trash the Veg. There is something we want. Okay. Do we start trying to set up our remote? I think we do. I think we want to put... We want to make it look as appetizing as possible to run. So we're going to flow Vladisabrisk in it. We're going to throw Starlit Knight on top of it. And we'll draw last click because we're good at the game. Okay, we're really inviting a run here. We can't afford to res both, but that's fine because we just res Starlit Knight. They take 2 tags. They pay to trash everything. They can't afford all of that. Well, they boat, but then we burn boat counters, which is worth a lot here. We probably... Okay, they res nothing. Cool. Let's just keep playing this nice and... do we want to... Let's value planogram. Let's advance and res the Drago. They have no responses they can take. Oh, they just conceded. Okay. Okay. GG. Maybe. It didn't seem... Well, you know, you love the res the Drago into concede. Yeah, I guess if they don't have any consistent tag clearing, then... But yeah. Shame they conceded. I think they could have played this out. I think if they boat into... I think if they boat... If they run something else to stack their boat and then they just ram through this server with boat, they can clear the Drago. We don't even want the Drago on the board permanently because we want to use the Vladdy for scoring. It's just there to kind of grind them out a little bit. All right, let's go. All right, let's go get a new game. Oh, startup. Create. Draft tags. All right, we're set up for game 2. I think Drago might not be long for this deck. I think Drago is, while really strong and bad for a reason, I think part of the problem with Drago is being tempo positive in R+. And I think I might rather have early ice, because I want this deck to not play... Sure, no worries. All right. Excited for the Merc. How do we feel about this? We have the early trap. We have a fun house, which we prefer on the outside, but we can throw it down early. We have a shipment for nothing. I think we make this work. This is they just need a few more tools to shine. People are undervaluing doing reprise nonsense. Okay. Ooh, that is a spicy opening. Alright, I think we Ice Wall R&D and jam out 2 Checker Scions. And just see how the response is. Okay. Let's advance the Checker Scion to bait them into running it. Okay. We lose a Drago early. As said, I don't care because I think Drago needs to get cut from this deck list. Next time we're probably going to draw some cards to try and find some econ. Probably draw Jammer Funhouse. Okay, nice. Liberated, nice. Okay. Yeah, let's just fast advance that. Okay, Kurapira. Interesting. I think we turn the second Checker Scion channel into our scoring remote and we just overinstall it if they never look at it. Ooh, we're treading lightly. You can absolutely come and look at a hand of non-trashables. I will advance the other one. Well, we're not checking face downs. I think we put this on server 2 and we see if we can sneak this through a new remote. And we gain a credit because we're poor. Should have drawn at the start of that turn, but honestly, I don't mind gaining a credit to try and solve being poor. We're going to need to burn 3 next turn to get the Oracle out, and that gives me the money left over to Reza Mesny or Funhouse after. So being on 8 credits here, I think, is a fine amount. See what we're doing here. Running, presumably. Be a bit odd to not run something at this point. Oh no, okay, Capybara. Interesting. Okay. 2 out of 7. Making progress, we're getting there. The dream is alive. The dream is very much alive. Saucy on the Funhouse. I think I res it anyway. It gives them money to pay for it, but they still have to pay the click. Okay, I think we're happy to hedge fund here, but then I don't know what to do after that. I think we draw twice. Yeah, okay, we're happy to hedge fund here. And they've got a 1 of, well, 2, 1 in 5, 2 in 4. We definitely res the Funhouse here. Offer them the tag. They don't have any bypass tech down yet to make the Capybara value. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. They don't want the tag, and they especially don't want to give me another chance to charge something. Okay, they are going to run the checklist, which is great for us. We will not res because we can't afford. And we'll slam them for 3 tags. Okay, nice. We got a tag floated. We don't have any of our real tag punishment yet. But we could planogram efficiently. Okay. And then off the back of the efficient planogram, I think we table the Spin Doctor in a new remote. We put a Beale into server 2. No, we're going to trash both the Beales, which means we just want to gain credit. Or do we just want to leave an Oracle in hand? I think we just... I think we're fine with Oracle in hand. They know they can run hand for 2 tags. This, they don't know what the consequences of running it are yet. Maybe we just table the Vig and start looking to get our economy online. I think that's possible as well. Last play here is difficult. There's an argument to be made for throwing down a Funhouse so that we don't lose this one on bypass as well. You know, I think the solution is we need to get some more consistent economy down, and we will pitch the Beale and spin it out if it gets contested with the Checker Scion to put a trap back in the game. This is Undertale. That is odd because that's not on the playlist I picked. I'm just going to reload the playlist I clicked so that we don't get copyright struck. Or I guess it's a shorter playlist. Let me grab a different playlist. Let's throw on Ignition. That gives us another hour of background music. Okay. Okay, we're taking Funhouse tags. Okay. We derez the Funhouse, sure. No further actions. We'll charge the Vig. Okay, they got themselves tagged. We could actually try and shipment a big Beale here. Double shipment. Advance. Okay, no. They're not letting us get them tagged. Let's bring the Vig online for some economy. There's the Beale if we wanted it. We can planogram efficiently. Love an efficient planogram. Freedom of information is only 3 here, but I think we would rather... We put another Funhouse on server 2. And we jam the Beale into server 2. And if they run it, we don't feel too sad about it. Because they're going to get mess need. Do we want to res this Funhouse? The question is, what value are they going to get out of it? I guess they're going to break it. They're going to take a tag. They'll be on 2 tags. They only have 1 click. It'll leave them tagged. We don't have any punishment for that tag. We need to get 2. But I think we do res it to offer them 1 tag. And they don't take the tag. Okay, that's what I was hoping would happen. Now they run back on this server. No. Maybe. They do run back on this server. Okay. We can't afford to res anything, but that's fine. We're happy to yield them a Beale in exchange for protecting the more useful tag punishment. And we will charge up the Vig because we're poor. They get a Beale. Yeah, being poor is a reality of this deck that I was prepared for, but I was hoping it wouldn't be this bad. I think we want to put some protection on our money. We'll just table that, and we'll gain a credit so that we can afford to res a 5, like the Funhouse on the outer, or the Metsney protecting the Vig. Okay, Pharos, don't care. I think we just draw. Oppo, that is what we're looking for. Okay. This is 10. I think we want to bait another run here against a Drago. We'll res the Messney, and then Ubiquitous will put us back in the place where we can res a different Messney if we need to. Okay, interesting. No follow through. Okay. Let's fix our hand. Table the Oracle, hedge fund, draw a card, discard the 2 freedom of informations that we don't have any punishment to set. Don't have any tag engine to make real. We can score this slowly off of table if need be. Abagnale for the D-res again. Means taking another tag, and we really don't mind that at all. Let's advance the Oracle and see what they do about it. If they run it, they get a tag, so I'm kind of fine for them to run it. Okay. Still not drawing our Starlit Knights. Our money situation is starting to stabilize. I think we're going to draw one. Okay, I think we need to really aggressively pursue getting some tags down. So let's throw another Funhouse there. We'll throw a Pharos in front of R&D, and we'll make it clear that the game is in centrals and we are trying to not let you win in those centrals. Now, do we push Ubiquitous to 3, or do they then go and trash it? Not sure. We kind of want them to trash it because we've got Oppo set up. So you know what? Let's make it more expensive to get into. No. Ice Wall, I think, is too slow. We want more high impact ice. I think we're going to draw. There's high impact ice. That is worth paying to put on top of server 2. And then advance what's inside it. Let's bait the run on the Drago and make them afraid of the Drago. We have 2 spin doctors on the table, so we can risk 4 agendas in the discard. So all of our freedom of information's ready to get put back into the deck once we have tag punishment available. Yeah, inside job just comes through. We're not interested in giving bypass here. And we advance the Vig to invite them to run it. We could also try and get Drago going here. Yeah, okay. Let's throw that down. Let's advance the Drago. We'll res the Drago. We'll give them a tag. And then we'll shipment the Beale. It's not big Beale, but we have another shipment in our hand. And now we're saying you really need to think about running the Drago. See, this is where I like Drago. Drago lets us set up for a play like that and really puts them into position to think about clearing tags. Okay, there's our grid. We don't want to play that when we know they're going to run. Well, they can't even afford to get to Drago. They're too poor. That puts us on 5. We've got stuff in there. I think we take the Docklands pass off. Wait, they don't have any resources to trash. Docklands pass is hardware. I think we draw here. Okay, 2 ice walls that I'm not feeling too great about. Honestly, I think we advance the Vig and really make it worth their time to run it. We throw another ice wall on top of it to make them think we don't want them to get in. But in reality, we want them to come and find a way to trash this. Okay, here we have to play the game of putting agendas back into the deck. So now the deck's just full of agendas. Hand has an agenda in it that wins us the game if we use it efficiently. We can afford to res things, and doing so gives them the money to run. I think we res the outer funhouse, but not the inner funhouse. See what they do about that. They bounce off it. That's what I thought would happen. Okay. There's the Starlit Knight finally making an appearance. Took its time. I think I'd rather have that on R&D than the Ice Wall, and I think it's very plausible we lose the game in R&D right now. Let's do some asset spam and see what they want to do about it. Inside job on HQ. I'll res it. With Vig, we'll still have the credits for trashing, and it enables shipment, forces them to Break things. I assume we're paying our way through this now. Oh, no. Okay, we're going tag me. Okay. Cool. For that, we will start pumping the Vladislavsk. Sniped from hand. Okay. Scary. Okay, we're de-resing. What are we running here? Vig or Drago? Centrals. Can't afford either. Hopefully this isn't the game-winning move. Density's high. GG. Density was high at the end there. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Interesting matchup, though. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's rework this deck a bit. So, back on the drawing board, Drago. I think 3 Drago, too many Drago. Go to 2 Drago, bump up to 3 of that. Ice Wall, get out. Trick of the Light, get another one in. Didn't see it, want to see it. Any other changes we feel like making? Maybe we got 2 slots available now. I think we bring in a 3rd predictive planogram for the economy engine. And a third Velodicibrus because I wasn't seeing it. And we see how that plays. That feels like a good approach to me. Alright, let's go set up a game for that. Okay, streaming, that's live. We are playing as Corp in startup. This feels good. Probably going for another hour or so of tested. I think probably, yeah, one more hour or so of streaming is the plan now. Hopefully we'll feel happy about putting the deck in a battle box by the end of the evening. I might look at some other people's pravs, but I feel like a lot of them go for kill, and kill is not what we want to do, because killing doesn't feel fun to play against, and the point of a battle box is that the deck should all feel fun. Nothing should be just like, you got me. Whereas the closest to that is the Jinteki deck, but it is a very fair Glacier Jinteki where if you screw up, you screw up, right? It's not super punishing. It just forces you to learn how to play against it, which is fine. Learning is fine for a battle box. Being miserable because you've been Drago tagged into double end of the line is not fun. Which is what I think a lot of Prav decks are trying to do. Let's look at the prior art on startup Prav decks actually while we ruminate on how we feel about this. We wait for someone to join. What are other people doing? Urtica Cypher Trap deck. That does a bit of rig destruction. Goes for very light ice. Cheap ice with economy. Seamless launch. Clearinghouse, Urtica Cypher. This is Shell Game Prav. Shell Game is not fun to play against, so we don't want to do that to people. Yeah, it feels like everything wants to be kind of Shell Gamey. But I think... Yeah, I mean... Maybe going full Shell Game is just what we should be doing, but I really want Prav with Ice to be a thing, because Ice is fun. Ice is the heart of Netrunner, because Ice is what makes running servers interesting. And for a battle box, I want all the decks to have reasons to play Ice. We'll get pure asset spam when we do the Automata Initiative update, because that's just the thing that works well with Epiphany Analytica. But for where we are now, I think we're fine with our current setup. Yeah, if anyone wants to from stream wants to play against, you're welcome to. Hopefully we get a game soon. Startup is a bit slower. Standard goes very quickly. Well, startup sees play at the start of a new set release, but then it dies down over time. So hopefully we see some more soon. Okay, we have an opponent. All right, Super, close the stream. This is one of the other people on the Multi-Access Studios team. So, if you were watching, close the stream. Okay, I think we keep this. It's a nice ice-heavy opening. Yeah, okay. Ice. Plano for 3 so that we can afford to res things and not be broke afterward. Okay. And then hopefully we see a nice solid game here. Okay, vanilla mutual flavor. I know this is one of our the graphics developer that's newer to the game. So not expecting hyper optimized play here, but that's fine. It's fine to not be hyper optimized. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have run before mutual favoring there. Okay, and then no free lunch, which is good. Anti-tag tech. So let's invite some tags into the game. See how this goes. Spectator. Nice. Okay, we're overclocking. Where are we going? I'll res Mesny. It's only lose one, unfortunately, but note runner loses, doesn't work, doesn't deplete overclock, so no need to break it. Oh, it's code gate anyway, so yeah. Okay, nice. We've done some economic terrorism. No money for the runner, which is where we want to be. We want to be in a world where the runner is flat broke. All right, we're broke. Let's fix that. Okay. We have a way to fix that. It's going to require us to spend some time fixing it, but runner's also broke. So, I mean, no free lunch, but no free lunch here is very much anti-tag tech and not just like general purpose tech. Both trying to get out of the money hole. Okay, and then a run on archives for the money. Makes sense. We can't afford to res this, so I think we'll just set up Mesny for the next run to punish it. I really want to get a fun house on the outside of Starlit Night. It's a great combo. Mesny on its own is probably taxing enough. Bit flooded, but it's all cheap agendas that I don't care to lose. That is frustrating. Okay, let's click buttons. Okay. Draw last click. Order lull. Okay. Let's see where we're going with this. Play here is run HQ with Carmel on the table, and no free lunch for credits. Okay. Clicking for credits. Okay, yeah, it's functionally the play I made, so can't really judge it at all. Draw. Okay, let's put this onto server 2 and this into a new remote. Yeah, okay, so Jezva, we res the Starlet even though it's just going to get broken by Carmen using Jezva. I think it's more valuable to us that we start getting some advancements down. Although technically whatever I advance could get run immediately after, and I can't afford to res the funhouse, so I think I just advance the... What do I advance here? I'm going to advance the Oracle. We'll cheat out the Oracle. And if the Oracle gets run, then we get a tag down, which I'm fine with. Sets us up to try and use Freedom of Information. Next turn, we're broke. We really need to draw into some money. Which might be a thing we want to revise about this deck, because I'm okay being poor, but battle box decks, you don't want to feel poor. Feeling poor is a really bad feeling in Netrunner. And so it's definitely a candidate to fix. Okay, going back for a legwork run. We break. This could be huge. Yep. Okay. Not massive, but big. I should have advanced the mess needs to set up Trick of the Light for Big Beale. Yeah, damn. This is going to be a quick game if I can't get set up. So what happens if you can get flooded early? Let's just put a checklist on the table. Worst case scenario, they can hold on to points for Trick of the Light for us, and we can do trick advance and get a big Beale. I mean, we could go for a really big Beale and try and get 2 onto the Vladisibrisк, but with just a funhouse in front of it, especially now our unities come down, that's not happening. Cutting the ice walls may have been a mistake. We're feeling ice-light this game. May have been too small of a sample to decide we felt okay doing it. It may well be possible that we don't reach a conclusion on a good NBN deck by the end of the stream, and we have to backtrack and cut the and rework this deck for next time. Oh, okay, yep. Clickless money from archives to charge up a The Disbrisk. Can't afford to trash the Disbrisk anyway. Well, could technically it'll be all of the money. Yes, we need 2 on this, 2 on Merchant Chesvo, 2 on something else, and then we're set up for world's biggest Beale. Just 4 agenda points out of nowhere, which would be fun. And if we draw a 3rd Trick of the Light, we can set up for an even bigger Beale, because this isn't getting run, so... Alright, yeah, I think we just... put everything on the table. Because hand feels more vulnerable than table does at the moment. Definitely need to put some more money in this deck. Probably cut a Trick of the Light for 2 Maryland campaigns. And then go back down to 2 shipments. Probably bring in some pings. Probably just 2 pings. And cut down on something. We'll figure that out. Okay. Marcus HQ. Let's see how that goes. We need some runs to happen for us to make the world's biggest BL happen. Hand is safe right now, so this is just taxing the credits. If anyone's wondering, I can see on Discord that Lander, Supert, and 2 of our other friends have joined a call together, and so presumably we're actually playing 4 people right now. We got to get more advancements down to make the dream happen. So am I overcommitting to the absolutely behemoth Beale? Yes. Will it be really fun if it worked? Also, yes. I need money. I think I just gain a credit here. Okay. Okay, it's only 1v3. Tomathor has come to be in stream chat and not be an opponent to me. And is dutifully deafened to not gain any information from the other side. Incredibly based. Thank you for your support. Go in hand again for 1 unknown. do we go for 2 on the Vladisibrisc, or do we... I think we set up the Oracle. Okay, we're now 1 turn away from world's biggest Beale. We just need to get another advancement onto the Vladisibrisc, and we're set up. In fact, the play next turn is probably install Messenger Chest onto server 2, gain a credit. See what we draw. I'd love to find an extra credit somewhere. Maybe we spin, actually, to look for credits. Spin, play something credit positive, jam, and then advance the Messney would be really nice. But we need to advance Vladisibrisc, actually. We'll see. Sable's encouraged to run not remotes, as you can see. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, setting up for twinning. What do we draw? Okay, it's the second Beale for biggest Beale 2.0. I think we are gonna spin here. Okay, didn't get any money cards. That's frustrating. We will gain a credit. Jam Mesnichesvo onto server 2. Gain a credit and hope we can advance Vladisibrisc due to a run, and that sets us up. And that the double ice here is enough of a deterrence. It would be much nicer if we could have Messney advanced, but, you know. Because then wouldn't have the money. Okay, that gives us the advance we need on here. That sets us up for the world's biggest Beale. Now, we need them to not run server 2, because none of what's on server 2 stops them, like, if they have the money to get into it. 4 credits isn't much. All of the money is locked up in Jezvas. So maybe we're in with a chance at making world's biggest Beale happen, but it is very much feeling like a pipe dream. Wake Implant invites a run on HQ, which is amazing for us. Technically, I guess if both of these go, we lose the game, which is scary, but hey-o. This is probably single access, so... Unless we plan on using the twinning counter here. Okay, anything but both, and we're happy. Good, okay, we're safe from both. We're safe. We're amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay. 2 more clicks of not running server 2. Okay, we're just stacking Wake Implant. Hit a Trick of the Light. Ideal. This is where we top deck a 3rd Trick of the Light that was in the deck for this play, and then we are incentivized to go for an even bigger Beale, but I don't think that's happening. All right, everyone, buckle up for the world's biggest Beale. Trick of the Light. Can we afford to do all of this? I hope we can. We're going to be 1 credit short. 4... 3. No, we can afford it exactly. Okay. Trick of the Light. Trick of the Light. Res. Advance. Score. The biggest Beale! Haha! Okay, we can lose the game now. That's fine. We made the biggest Beale happen. All right, now we just need to do a 5 advance Beale and we win the game on 2 Beals. How do we make this happen? I don't know, we're broke. We're out of the game, we've lost, but that was very satisfying. I guess we start advancing the Vig with the runs, and that way we make some money off of setting up. But we need to get advancements on Vladisibirsk to make the Beale happen, because our ideal turn here is advance, Beale, and then 2 from Vladisibirsk. Hey, Yosef, it was in fact enormous. Double Trick of the Light, Vladisibirsk, single advance. Now, we are liable to lose on any run with 2 agendas in hand here, but you know, these are the risks we take. It was worth it for the 7-point Beale. Let's start getting our Vig ready to make us some money. I think we just draw up and fix our hand. If there goes the Beale. Okay, we've been denied big Beale 2, and now must win through alternative means. If that's HQ, we lose. It's R&D. We're happy with it being R&D. There's probably no agendas in the first, like, 10 cards. I've drawn them all. Half of them are just on the table. We could get to 6 agendas just off the table. If we don't lose here. Okay. Let's see what we're losing here. And then 3 off the wake. And this becomes a very deep run. Up. 2. 3. 4. Ah! We were close to greatness. Thanks for the game. If that oracle wasn't there, the next agenda is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 deep. Oh, we were surprisingly close to surviving that run. That was a great game. Any game where you get to 7-point out a Beale is fun. Oh. Honestly, it shows me I should have gone for the cheeky. What do you even need to 7-point a Beale? Well, hold on. It's 2 base, so you need 5 extra, so you need 10, so you need 13. Gotta go for the 13 advanced Beale, which you can definitely do, but you need psychographics to work for it. Okay, this deck needs serious reworking. Let's do that. How are we fixing this? I think the answer is money. It's too poor to pay for all of its nonsense. The Marilyns will help. The Vig is there. I didn't draw any tag generation that game, really. Yeah, let's think about this. Is there any way we can make this deck not bad? We need to cut 2 from it anyway right now. I don't want to just fill it with chaps. Honestly, the checklist might not do enough. It's tags though, but we don't have huge tag. Maybe we just like cut the tag punishment and go full big advance, because then we can cut the shipment and the oppo research and focus entirely on big advance. Does Prav tags just become Prav? That feels bad. You were pretty much guaranteed with that hand access. I had you got 3 accesses. I had two agendas out of 4 cards. It was very likely that you hit both. 1 in 4 to not hit both. So 75% chance that you just clear me there, which, you know, it happens. Maybe we cut the number of physical agendas by cutting these 2 ones. I think that's actually what we need to do. Hold on. Let's cut our agenda density down a bunch by putting in off. Now we're down to 10 instead of 13. It's still the same accesses to win because the agendas are worth more, but we're less likely to flood out early, which gives us more time to set up, and it gives us more slots for other things. Because now we're not feeling pressed for the 3rd slot. We can bring in probably... We could do balanced coverage. With no other way to consistently know the top of the deck, it doesn't feel good, though. What do we add back in with the last slot? I feel like we need more money than we have. We've been so consistently broke. Is it a pad campaign? Is it the world's most off-tempo VIG? It can't be a pad campaign. Is it Fed Fund or another tool to fix the draws we're getting? I honestly don't know how what the fix is here. I'm definitely happy dropping the 1-point agendas and having more density for other things. We do have 1 influence available. Is there anything on influence buy we might want to solve our money issue? Not really. Government subsidy. Hansei review is game net 5. Government subsidy is net 5. They both have kind of sucky conditions for this deck. Maybe it's the 3rd Maryland campaign. Yeah, Regolith is an option. The thing is, Regolith, you kind of want to... If you just leave it on the table, they'll trash it, right? Because it's so much money just undefended. I think just taking a 3rd Maryland is probably the good solution there. Okay. We probably have time to do 1 or 2 more test games with this deck before we call it for the day. So let's go and do... let's start by actually fixing the deck in here. Hopefully it's less poor now, because being poor in a battle box does not feel fun. Set up the game. We are Corp, playing Startup. Create. I do want to make the Psychographics Dream deck at some point, though, where your goal is to just Psychographics out a 7-point Beale. I have no idea what that deck looks like. It's probably ambient glacier, where you're like building a big glacier to protect the Beale, and like or to like generate a load of tags. You know, you've got just huge amounts of tag generating ice, like your fun houses and your unsmiling Zarvinas and all of the stuff that just loads tags on them. You have a load of assets for them to find that they'll trash to set up the Oppo. There's a lot of options for trying to make the psychographics dream work. Hold on, while we wait for a game, I'm gonna workshop this. So how do we even what identity even is the thing to do that? Because it's got to be R plus, right? Because we've got so much tag generation. Okay, so the goal of this deck is exclusively this combo. And then we'll make a clickbait YouTube title that's like, I played 30 games to make a 7-point Beale happen. I am right that it's 2 base, so it's 13 advancements. So you need, so 13 advancements to make this combo work. Is there even enough money to play psychographics over shipment from Vlad's? Not in the deck we're playing here, but this deck will be full of money. I believe in the dream. All right. Oh boy, it's time for aggro Rene. Is this the old battle box Rene deck, Tomathor? That was meant to be a mulligan. I'll mulligan manually. Okay, that was meant to be a mulligan, so just don't mind me. Okay. we manual mulligan. Okay. This deck's too poor for Pharos. Pharos needs to get cut, I think. But the idea of just getting it set up is kind of fun, but what are we doing here? This ice. This thing wants to run everything, is the problem. I think, yeah, we just ice. That was not where that ice was meant to go. Hello? Ice hedge fund. Okay. Bit of the old ice baby opening. All right. Yeah, this thing needs regoliths to have enough money to do the combo. And then it just needs a load of ways to generate tags. And it's probably better in standard, where you can do Bologna and like defensive stuff to protect like Bologna. Is Iqua? Yeah, just like your defensive agendas to keep them from grabbing everything while you wait to set up the Beale. But like Big Beale's gonna happen one day. Okay, just doing setup, that's fine. Alright, let's just yeah. What does the rest of the agenda suite look like here? I guess you want just like maximum compression. So you want... There's no other 5-3 in startup, right? Because you can't run Bologna, so you can't do the 9 agenda, like, where is it? You can't do the 16, this 18 to win. No, wait, where is it? Is it not? It's because you can't do it in startup. Hold on. 3 agendas, no 2-point agendas, no 1-point agendas. Yeah, this thing for the 19 accesses to win, or the 18 accesses to win. Yeah, Equus HB, SDS is Wayland. Amazing amusements with think tags to make them give up hope on clearing tags. Well, yeah, and I feel like it's... You know, we're going to have a remote setup, so maybe that is the world where we make Bologna, where we make Amaze Amusements work. Okay. Do we score this? Now we just leave it on the table. I don't care. That's a bad attitude. But why score a small Beale when you could score a big Beale? Did anyone consider that? Okay. It's all right. We're fixing. Jinteki doesn't have a defense. Oh, Jinteki had Obokata and then it got banned. And now it has Fuji, which is not defensive. Okay, so yeah. Standard. It's 1 per. No. Purge was a play there. I'll definitely Purge next turn if it rolls back around to me. You are too scared of Imp. Definitely is maybe worth it to completely cut off the econ engine here. If Fermentor doesn't get cracked here, I'll Purge. 6 credits for 2 clicks. 5 credits for 2 clicks. Doesn't bother me. That's fine. And the Imp, I'm not too worried about. 7 credits for 2 clicks. Now we're into Purge Town. Okay, yeah, there it goes. Oh, raindrops. What are we raindropsing? Both these all end the run, so... This is economic punishment to counter the raindrops in firing. Yeah, I think we do that. Okay. Res, Mech Nechesvo, fire subroutines. Raindrops draws a load of cards. Okay. Next turn is probably gain to let us hedge fund. On the turn after, we'll see what we draw. We could draw a predicted planogram, and then we're kind of out of that danger. Ooh, okay. Strike Fund from hand. It's the saddest way to play Strike Fund. But this deck really needs to find... I assume there was a mulligan involved. Yeah. This deck's just looking for Bankar. This deck... So the gimmick with this deck is it has no breakers. It's Bankar, 3 Mayflies, and a Dream. So... Ooh, one of the Mayflies. That's probably a misplay to lose. Alright. Do we just put stuff on the table? Nah, we gain credits here. What are we discarding? Okay, let's table Drago instead of discarding him, and then next time we can gain hedge fund and do something with the money. Bankar is the only expensive card in this entire deck, so that is presumably what we're digging for. Also, this deck might just wholesale be left unchanged. It's really fun to play. It needs a normal breaker suite as a backup for when just Mayfly Bankar doesn't work out, but it's so fun to play. Okay, I'm just going to run Drago. They're probably going to pay to trash it. That's fine. It burns a click. And we will advance Messenger Chesvo. Because 2 on Messenger Chesvo sets us up for Big Beale. We need 1 on Beale as well. But 2 on Messney, 1 on Beale, and we can Big Beale. Trash is for draw with Renee. There's the Bankar. Okay, game is actually on now. 1 imp down, one Mayfly down though, so only 2 more Mayflies to go. Oh, fixing. Yeah, let's start by fixing. Pitch those back. Where's that? Okay. Let's put that in a new remote. And that in a new remote. Let's just give remotes and see what Tomathor's going to do about it. And then next turn we'll gain hedge fund and probably fix the fact we're flooded by drawing twice and trashing the 2 agendas. Because we're 15 cards through, we expect to see 3 agendas. We've seen 5. Yeah, we've gotten a bit unlucky here. Okay, no actions, but we will advance the Messenger Chesvo. Now, HQ was chosen for run pass, which means that Beale is currently still safe. Will do, Seth. Thanks for coming out. Hope work treats you well. Okay, this is where we just like lose to just Beale and tomorrow's headline both being lost at the same time. The perils of being flooded. Okay, now we can bluff that hand is boring. Now this is expensive to get rid of. Yep, decides not to. What do you mean lucky? Pure skill. Pure skill. Okay. Yeah, gain, hedge fund. Do we draw for fixing here, or do we... Yeah, I think we draw for fixing here. Pitch the Beale. Okay. Now hand is a bit safer. And we can start considering... Ooh, sure gamble or better diesel? We'll go sure gamble. I don't mind you having money. You don't have much to spend it on. No breaker. What are you even digging for here? You got bank card. I guess twinning. Yeah, probably I guess twinning and multi-access suite is the thing to dig for here. The deck runs twinning and pad campaigns, if I remember correctly. We can just check. It's my deck. Cards are HP nerds. Nope, that's not that one. Oh, is it one that I... Here you go. Yeah, voice pads. Digging for voice pad twinning, probably. It's a top cut game. I can look at my opponent's deck list. If you're going to play a deck that I in part modified and assembled, then that's on you. Okay. Mayflying past this. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay losing 2 agenda points to the Mayfly. I got bank card. Okay, I'm okay doing 1 net damage. Finality gone. Nice. What do we advance here? Probably... Probably start getting Big Pharos set up. Program from the stack. Yeah, the Beale here is unfortunate, but... Yeah, okay, we got Botulus on Mesnichesvo, okay. I'll advance the Pharos on HQ, and we'll start working towards Big Pharos. Now, the real trick is we need Big Pharos with something else in front of it. You know that's a Vladisibirsk city grid still. I figured it was place 4 to trash, but I thought I'd double check. Draw 2, place 4 to trash. Trash the Vladisibirsk. That's fine then. That actually lets me jam my Vladisibirsk into new server. Yeah, draw 2 buyer for trash. Yeah. Okay. We could baby Oppo, but it doesn't feel worth it yet. I feel like we're saving for big Oppo. All right. Netrunner. That's on the remote iTrack. That's an over-installed same server. It probably won't matter. Okay. Then we will, because servers only get destroyed in checkpoints, and there's no checkpoint during the install until after the install trash install finishes, I think. Reason the ping got trashed. Installed Pharos on top of it to trash it. JNet doesn't do that, so instead just trashed. Made a new server. Okay, communicating the game state clearly. Yes, it's Pharos. Okay, we can afford to res it. It's expensive to get through. The counters on the ice on R&D. Yeah, that's, you know, good luck with that one. Are we still... I feel like we've left behind the world of non-copyright sounds. Let's pull up something new. Let's go for a more chill soundtrack for a bit and pump the volume higher. Okay, what's the rest of this turn? Probably jam that into server 7 so that if they run it, they feel bad about it. Okay. And then we'll just gain a credit so we can afford everything. There's an argument for ping on top of HQ there so that the banker can't get through, but I don't care, it's fine. If they steal tomorrow's, then they get big oppoed as well, which is nice. Well, not if we res Pharos, actually. If they... I'm fine with them losing Mayfly to take the tomorrows and then get big oppoed. Am I? I need more money. Why is this deck just perpetually poor? It has money in it. I need to figure out how to make this deck not feel perpetually broke. A small baby oppo. I don't like baby oppo. I think baby oppo is, you can almost always do something better than baby oppo. That probably is me undervaluating the impact of it, but it's 2 clicks and 2 credits, sure, but why baby? We want tags to stick. We don't just want tags to tax, right? And so big oppo, that makes tags stick. You can get money, that's fine. This deck needs to, I don't want you to find the twinning prepaid multi-access nonsense, so. All right, decision. 3 net damage or big Oppo. We can only do one. They have 10 credits. They spend their whole turn clearing big Oppo. So I think 3 damage is worth more here. 3 damage, and the Pharos is there when we need it. And we can start advancing it to work towards it being 10 strength. And then all we need is a piece of ice in front of it to turn off Bankar's ability to get through it. Okay. So, would I rather... I could always baby Oppo for the follow-up. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just baby Oppo. Because it'll be 3 tags with the tag from tomorrow's headline. We will advance the Pharos to get it towards being 10 strength and just having a complete lock on remote. Close the tag. Okay, so we can baby Oppo. Okay. We love some baby Oppo. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we need to just bait runs into 7. Try and grind through this deck a bit. Well, that's the game, probably. Three accesses. Need 2 of them to not be on these. No, well. Okay, and Vig, good. I'm flooding so hard. Okay. What are we on here? We're on 49 minus 28. 21 draws. Should have seen 4 agendas. Instead, we've seen 5 and I spun back 2. Feels bad. We could also go for... We could also just fast advance the off-world office, right? We can use... Play the off-world, Trick of the Light to put 2 on it. It's kind of just discount seamless launch. And then advance it twice, score, and then we actually have money again. Yeah, that's the play. Okay, next time we fast advance out the off-world office. And then the agendas are gone. We stop worrying about them. We hopefully don't draw any for a while. And we can actually have a game plan. We apparently have some JNet jank going on here. Okay, so now the Pharos doesn't work. This is the problem with Botulus. Botulus just massively punishes me for doing Pharos-shaped things. There's no multi-access engine yet, though. And presumably Botulus is going to break some things here. So we fast advance the off-world office, right? That's the thing we can do here, I think. Yeah. No, we can't, because we spent the counter from Mesnichesvo like an idiot. Okay. I screwed myself. How do I unscrew myself? I unscrew myself by... I can't FA off anymore because I don't have anything with 2 counters on anymore because I spent a counter from Mesnichesvo. Right? Oh, you're right. It does take 4 clicks. Install this, advance. Yeah, you're correct. I need 2 of them. Okay, let's just continue to be the most flooded person in this game. Okay. Ping goes on HQ. Gain a credit, end turn. Yeah, you're correct. You need 2 tricks, or you need Tantan, which we don't have in the deck. All right. How are we going to win this? I think the answer is we're not, because we've seen... We got 5 agendas in 15 cards, then I spun out 2. And then in the rest of the deck, we've seen... more. I might do the maths on it after this game. Because it feels like we have giga flooded this game. Or at least set up for Trick of the Light. Not an agenda. Good. Finally going to draw something that isn't. Been a while. Okay. Now we can afford to res a Pharos to protect the hand a bit. Yeah, I think the Pharoses need to go. And get replaced with something else. The Pharoses definitely look worse here, though, in a deck where they just hard lose to Botulus. Also not seen any of my traps. No checkists yet, which is kind of rough. You know, every agenda in the deck, but not a checkist Scion. What are we recurring? Finality? This finality coming back? It is finality coming back. Okay, well, so we're gonna finality R&D. That's fine. There's no agendas in there. I meant to spin. I meant to crack spin. Do you mind? hopefully Tomathor's fine with me cracking the spin late here, because I just completely forgot to do it. Cool. Remove from the game, shuffle back the Beale and the Oppo research. Okay, we've got big Pharos here now, and we can afford it. It's HQ safe. We're about to get finality'd. Yep, there it comes. All right. Well, I think with us getting thoroughly destroyed in a game, that's a good place to wind down the stream and call it for the evening. I hope everyone has had a lovely solstice. The days will begin getting longer now, which for those of us as far north as myself and some of the other people I know in chat is going to be a very blessed thing indeed. So everyone can enjoy the lengthening of the days as we're through the worst part of the dark. And in a few days' time, I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. I will catch everyone on a future stream. Maybe tomorrow, even. Because this deck needs fixing, and I also really, really want to make the 13 Beale psychographics nonsense work.